This is the theorem from the chapter pair of a straight line. Here we have to prove that the product of the perpendiculars from the point alpha beta to the line ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is a alpha square plus 2h alpha beta plus b beta square divided by square root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. So first we will write the given equation. We will take ax square, let ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to L1x plus M1y. We are taking two lines L1x plus M1y and L2x plus M2y. So product of these two is equal to this line. Left hand side keep as it is, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to L1x is multiplied by L2x and M2y. So L1 into L2 becomes L1 L2, x becomes x square plus L1 M2 xy, L1 M2 xy plus M1 L2 xy plus M1 M2 y into y is y square. So ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to L1 L2 x square. Here we have two terms. The coefficient of xy is L1 M2 and L2 M1, or we can write M1 L2. So we will take xy common. It becomes L1 M2 plus L2 M1 into xy plus M1 M2 y square. Now we have to equate the coefficients of like terms. Coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x square is L1 L2. Now on equating like terms coefficient, x square means its coefficient is a. Here x square coefficient is L1 L2, means we got the value of a is L1 L2. Similarly we have to get 2h value. Coefficient of xy is 2h. 2h is equal to, here we have L1 M2 plus L2 M1. Now coefficient of y square is M1 M2, here it is b. b is equal to M1 M2. Yes. Now we have to find the perpendicular distance from alpha beta to the first line. This is our first line L1x plus M1y. Now first point, perpendicular distance from the point alpha beta to the first line L1x plus M1y is equal to 0. So actually we have the formula like this. If we have the point x1 y1 and the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then perpendicular distance means perpendicular distance is denoted by the letter p is mod a. In place of x we have to substitute x1 plus b, this is y1 plus c by square root of a square plus b square. So this is the general formula. So in place of x1 y1 we have alpha beta, and ax plus by plus c means l1x plus m1y. We don't have c term, means c is equal to 0. In this equation we don't have c term, so the value of c is 0. So we have to find out two perpendiculars. So first time we will take p1 is equal to mod a, means a is equal to l1, b is equal to m1, c is equal to 0. So a means we are writing l1, x1 means this is x1 y1 alpha, l1 alpha plus m1 beta, m1 beta. We don't have c value, so no need to write this term, divided by a square means l1 square, b square means m1 square, l1 square plus m1 square. Similarly, second perpendicular we have to find perpendicular P2. Perpendicular distance from the point alpha beta, this is beta, to the line is, second line is L2x plus M2y is equal to 0. Means here our A is equal to L2, B is equal to M2. We don't have C. C is 0. No need to write 0. This is x1, y1. So P2 is equal to AX1 means L2 alpha. This is L2 alpha plus by1 means m2 beta, m2 beta divided by square root of L2 square plus m2 square. Now product of the perpendicular means we will multiply these two products, p1 into p2, left hand side, right hand side, these values. Okay, product of the perpendicular is left hand side p1 p2, right hand side first answer we will write, this is l1 alpha plus m1 beta divided by square root of l1 square plus m1 square into second one l2 alpha plus m2 beta divided by square root of l2 square plus m2 square. Now we have to multiply them. Left hand side p1 p2 keep as it is, l1 into l2, l1 into l2, alpha alpha is alpha square plus l1 m2, alpha into beta is alpha beta plus m1 l2, beta into alpha, or we can write alpha into beta plus m1 m2, beta into beta is beta square divided by, this is under root, here we have l1 square into l2 square, l1 square l2 square plus l1 square m2 square plus m1 square l2 square, next m1 square m2 square. Now in the numerator we have L1 L2, P1 P2, product of the perpendiculars, this is L1 L2 alpha square plus, from these two terms I am taking alpha beta common, this is L1 M2 plus L2 M1 alpha beta plus m1 m2 beta square whole divided by, now we will write L1 L2 square plus m1 m2 square and this term in one bracket. क्या लिखेंगे? L1 square L2 square plus m1 square m2 square. Next L1 square m2 square plus L2 square m1 square. Now just now we got this value. L1 L2 is A, L1 M2 plus L2 M1 is 2H, M1 M2 is B. So these A, 2H and B we will substitute here. P1 P2 is equal to, it becomes A alpha square plus 2H alpha beta plus B beta square. We got numerator value. In the denominator we have to take in the denominator we have these two terms. So we are taking plus 2 L1 L2 M1 M2 minus 2 L1 L2 M1 M2 in the denominator. First we will write the denominator as it is, after that we will substitute it. It is L1 square L2 square plus M1 square M2 square plus L1 square M2 square plus L2 square M1 square. Okay. Now we will write one statement taking plus, first we will write minus 2 L1 L2 M1 M2 and plus 2 L1 L2 M1 M2 in the denominator. So P1 P2 is equal to, it is A alpha square plus 2H alpha beta, numerator we are writing as it is B beta square divided by under root, first we will write L1 square L2 square plus M1 square M2 square minus this term we will take minus 2 L1 L2 M1 M2. Next we have to write this term, we will write in one bracket plus second term L1 square M2 square plus L2 square M1 square plus 2 L1 L2 M1 M2. Now we know that it is L1 square L2 square means it is A square plus B square minus 2AB. It becomes like this, and this is L1 square M2 square plus L2 square M2 square means we have 2H. Already we have taken the values here. L1 L2 means A, M1 M2 means B, and 2H is this value. So the required answer becomes P1 P2 is equal to A alpha square plus 2H alpha beta plus B beta square whole divided by, we will write like this, it is A square plus B square minus 2AB plus, here it is of the form L1 M2 plus L2 M1 whole square. So P1 P2 is equal to, this is A alpha square plus 2H alpha beta B beta square whole divided by A square plus B square minus 2AB means we will write A minus B whole square formula plus this value we have 2H. 2h whole square. So 2 2s are 4, h into h is h square. A alpha square plus 2h alpha beta plus b beta square divided by square root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square is the required answer.